What's going on, everybody? It's Ashton, your coach of the Winnipeg Jet Punches, and today I'm excited to bring you back yet another Pokemon Draft League content video. This, of course, being the URDDL. It is the third place game in the playoffs, as that is going to end up being a bit of a spoiler. Unfortunately, we ended up losing our semifinal bout to Cadillacs. He just did a masterclass performance as usual, as you might expect. He is the reigning champion, so of course it's going to be a tough one, but yeah, unfortunately, we ended up losing that one, so we're here for our last hurrah here in the third place game against Timmy. He is the 8th seed coach in this playoffs, and to say that an 8th seed coach has made this far is quite the feat. I don't think that's ever been done in the Ultra Recon draft leagues to date, and we've gone through, geez, what is it now? This is the 7th season of the doubles league, and I think we've done 5 or 6 of the singles season. I think it's 5. We've done 5. No, it was 6. Okay, I think it's 6. I'm sorry, my memory's so bad, but yeah, either way, it's just a huge feat. So just wanted to give my respects to my opponent here. He's definitely put in the work to get to this point, and he had a very close semifinal game actually too, a very narrow loss there. So could have very well made it to the top 2 and really made a staple as an 8th seed here, but he's still making a staple. It's just going to be for the bronze medal, as you might like to call it. So now, you might remember too, we fought Timmy in week 1, and since then he has made a couple changes. So to give you guys an idea of what my opponent has access to, again, my opponent has access to Incineroar, Ogerpon Wellspring, Mega Altaria, Glastrier, Zoroark Kasui, Grafaiai, Meowstic Male, Abomasnow, Toedscruel, Araquanid, Cinccino, and Frostmouth as his Terra Captain. So pretty much the same team, except the 2 things that have changed since our week 1 bout against him. He ended up dropping Mega Venusaur and Oricorio Pom-Pom, and in their places he picked up Mega Altaria and in his places he picked up Mega Altaria and Toedscruel, so yeah, very scary trades that he made. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I think it's kind of worse into us because he's got a lot of options that are going to be more difficult to prep for. I think before he might have had just like a couple stacked roles filled in his in our previous match against him. So we're going to see if we can't accommodate for those a little bit better this week or this go around here, and you know, kind of like avoid something like a Toedscruel Spore, despite the fact that it's, you know, in a lower speed bracket because of my ceiling blade. It's gonna be a little bit annoying for us. And then yeah, Mega Altaria having that immunity to Regidrago's Draco Meteor and Dragon Energy and stuff like that. It's gonna be a bit of a challenge here. And overall, that Pokemon's just stupid bulky into us. Like, I was just looking at some calcs, and since Iron Bowls are at the top, I'll just use that as an example. Max HP Mega Altaria, if I wasn't the choice band item, would take 2 of any hit that this thing can go for, unless it's a super effective hit like an Iron Head. So yeah, very tricky in order to... I had to prep very focused on his changes, if that makes sense. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of powerhouse sets this week, a lot of high damage output mons brought this week for us here. So yeah, we're going to kick things off here, starting with the Iron Boulder, as I alluded to before, his choice band. It's going to be Mighty Cleave, Close Combat, Earthquake, and Stone Edge. Stone Edge, of course, being there just in the case that I can't guarantee kill something with Mighty Cleave that I otherwise need that Rock-type coverage for. Earthquake's kind of nice because basically everything he has is taking some kind of damage from it. I don't necessarily expect him to bring, for example, both Ogerpon Wellspring and Araquanid to resist Earthquake, so something to keep in mind is that I'm confident that there's going to be, you know, things getting hit by this set very hard, and in particular that move. Close Combat's kind of nice just to guarantee that we can get guaranteed damage off on something that otherwise would be at risk of dodging a Stone Edge. So something like, say, Glastrier, or, you know, something that we don't need to risk in a late game scenario against missing a Stone Edge. We can just hit them with Close Combat and do damage that way. So kind of excited to see how that might work here. And then we have Regidrago. It's going to be Choice Scarf Modest. I believe last time I ran Regidrago against Timmy, we were Terra Steel to help resist certain things and be immune to like Mega Venusaur's poison moves. So yeah, this week's gonna be like the old reliable Terra Dragon Regidrago with Choice Scarf, just to see if we can't pressure him to show his hand with his resists and immunities early on. Really not much else to say about this other than the fact that we're gonna this set's gonna have a lot of trouble into Mega Altaria. So if we can kind of like force him into that earlier, I think that's gonna be a little bit better for us to help whittle that thing down. And then we have a Choice Scarf Armrouge. It's gonna be Flash Fire. Actually, yeah, it's gonna be Flash Fire. I think Flash Fire's fine. Incineroar is just a big threat. But yeah, Flash Fire with 2 fire type coverage moves. Lava Plume, of course, gonna be for that Dax Bun that you can see down below. Armor Cannon is going to be there because it really just does a number to my opponent's team. It actually does about 1/3 damage to a Mega Altaria, which is pretty nutty to say, but and then Aura Sphere is just a nice general coverage move for a lot of other things. I'm trying to look now what it actually is good for other than the Incineroar, I suppose. Yeah, I guess that's really it. So there's not a whole lot of uses for Aura Sphere. I don't expect we'll be clicking that move too much. I think in the face of, you know, Incineroar, depending on what his teammate is, we're just going to be clicking Lava Plume with the Dax Bun teammate anyway. So it's going to be kind of fine, I think. Might have to sacrifice Armrouge in the face of Incineroar so that Dax Bun can pick up some kills, which is, I think, a good trade-off. I don't think my opponent can do a lot once Dax Bun's set up. Other than a special attack from like a Terra Steel Frostmoth could be a bit of an issue. I'm pretty sure it has a chance to OHKO the set we have on Daxbun, just from remembering a calc that I did previously. So we're gonna have to keep our eyes peeled for a Terra Steel Frostmoth, I think. It's the most likely set that'll bring into us. And then bottom half of the team, you can see we have a defensive Persian with Rocky Helmet Fur Coat. It's going to be a bit of a utility set with Fake Out Snarl, and Foul Play, I guess, sort of could be considered a utility move. Does just a generally good amount of damage to a lot of my opponent's physical attackers. And then Gunshot's going to be there, of course, for, like I said, the Mega Altaria. Gives us a chance to two-shot it with a partner Pokemon's attack next to it, so I believe it does like 40 to 48% by itself if it's a max HP Mega Altaria, so yeah, be on the lookout for Persian to be one of our kind of emergency utility options, but with Fake Out, but also at the same time do a lot of damage with Gunk Shot to key members of my opponent's team. Fake Out's going to be nice just to stop my opponent's setup, as my opponent has a lot of setup options, which I'm definitely noticing and going to be on the lookout for. So yeah, Persian's going to put in a lot of work this week for us, I think, like in terms of utility. So then, as alluded to before, we have the Dax Bun. It's going to be Body Press, Snarl, Wish, Roar. Roar is going to be there so that my opponent doesn't feel tempted to freely get away with a setup option. And quite honestly, once Dax Bun's set up, it would take a monstrous amount of setup from one of his physical attacking Pokemon to be able to stop it, because yeah, there's not anything physical that I can see that has stab super effective damage into this Pokemon. Heavy Slam from Glastrier might be it, and in the case of that Pokemon, it's not going to appreciate a Body Press once they get enough well-baked body boosts up. So I'm very happy about that here. We can afford to run a minus speed nature this week, just because its next fastest Pokemon doesn't break base 80 speed. So we're guaranteed outspeeding that, so long as it's not, I think it's Mega Altaria, so long as it's not a speed invested Pokemon. So I just thought that was kind of a, you know, it was worth the risk, you know, to run that minus defensive nature at the benefit of being able to have like boosted snarls and stuff, like not minus nature snarls, if that makes sense. I guess either way I could make it like a bold nature, but at the time of team building this, I didn't swap the nature, so maybe I'll swap that nature probably before the battle. Especially where my Armrouge is now Scarf. I also didn't have that Scarf before. It was going to be like a weak armor set, but yeah, not much else to say about Daxbun, but Body Press basically hits everything. Snarl's kind of nice for a potential oncoming Zoroark Kasui, which I'm kind of worried about too. And then finally we have Wartortle. It's going to be making its last appearance here. It hasn't really come too much throughout this, but I just thought a very fat water type into a lot of his ice type Pokemon is going to be kind of nice. Able to take a lot of heat from things like the Glastrier and the Incineroar and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Wartortle can do for us here in terms of support as well, because it also has the Fake Goat and Life Dew. So Brick Break's just kind of there as an emergency answer to a potential Aurora Veil, Abomasnow set. So yeah, I think that's really it. So we're gonna see if we just can't hop into this battle against Timmy and give you guys one final showing of why we deserve to be in playoffs and how thankful the Winnipeg Jet Punches are for the support you've given us this season. So yeah, thank you all so much for staying tuned to these battles as they go up, and be sure to stick around for this last battle of Season 7, because it should be a good one. Alright, catch you guys there. Alright, it is that time. I forgot to allude that in my team builder, I wanted to lead a couple different things. A couple things I had in mind included the Persian Alola and Iron Boulder lead, excuse me. And then another option that I was thinking was Daxpa Arm Rouge, just your typical Lava Plume next to Well-Baked Body lead there. So I guess it really kind of depends on our C, so we're just gonna hop on into this third place game and see what happens. Okay, so you see Zoroark, which I'm kind of not excited to see, not gonna lie. Abomasnow's interesting. He didn't bring Glastrier, which I'm very, very shocked about. I thought Glastrier was kind of a guaranteed thing, so not see it here is pretty shocking. He does only have the one Fake Out option in Incineroar. Now seeing this, am I stopped from leading Armarouge Daxbun? It's tough. An option that he could do is lead Incineroar, Abomasnow, and get Aurora Veil. Yeah, there's a number of things he could do here. I'm kind of tempted to lead Persian Arm Boulder against this, just in case of Fake Out lead. I don't think it's terrible. Bot ready. Okay. Yeah, it's a very tough team. Timmy's done well to get this far with it, of course, too. Like, it's no knock against him. He's drafted very well and he's battled very well to get this far, and he'll definitely go down in the history books in the Ultra Recon draft leagues as the first. He'll always be the first 8th seed coach to get this far. So yeah, very, very good on him. I was very much hoping for a rematch against Timmy, considering how the first one went. I think it definitely could have been a loss week 1 for us. So I'm curious to see how this battle will unfold. We've seen Incineroar. Is it Intimidate though? If it's not Intimidate, it's probably the... Okay, so Incineroar, Frostmoth. We probably want to Fake Out the Incineroar. And... could also double the Incineroar as an option. So we could always Snarl Frostmoth another turn. Is Arm Boulder doing? It is -1 from Intimidate to Incineroar. I two-shot it with pretty much everything here. How much am I doing to my own Persian? That's the question. 7. So, do I want to Earthquake here? Because depending on if I two-shot certain things, like I'm just worried it's gonna be Terra Steel. So, Incineroar, not defensive nature, does Earth 38 to 45. The thing is, I could just Mighty Cleave that slot Yeah, I'm kind of conflicted on what to do here. I just don't want to let Frostmoth Quiver Dance up for free. So I might close combat. Into Incineroar as well. Is it too hard of a read to close combat protecting Terra Steel Frostmoth? I'm not sure. I'm gonna do it. Okay, so we get the Fake Out damage off there. 68%. Is it gonna Quiver Dance here? It is. Okay. So here, do we not just Snarl and potentially switch into... That's crazy. I could have just, like, Mighty Cleaved that slot and killed him. Very crazy. Do I Snarl and go Armarouge on this? Or maybe into Wartortle? Wouldn't be terrible. I'll go Wartortle here. Bomb Snow's in. Okay, nice. We have our Break. It's here ice. Okay. I'm still faster. That's crazy. So it's slow Frostmoth. Okay. Now the question is, do I save the Fake Out option? The play I kind of want to make here is slower than Persian. Is yeah, slower than Persian at +1. What do I want to do here? I kind of want to Brick Break. I kind of want to Brick Break into the Frostmoth here to break a potential... Oh, no, it's leftovers. Okay. Yeah, I'll switch into Arm Boulder here, I think, and Brick Break. Or I can Fake Out, actually. Actually, that's probably better. Yeah, we'll Fake Out here. Nice. So Veil's not going to be up here. Here I can probably Follow Me and then attack the Frostmoth with Arm Boulder. It's Terra Ice Frostmoth. Quiver Dance set. It's probably max HP modest. If I had to guess. So Terra Ice. Say I'm -1. I still kill it with Mighty Cleave. So I kind of want to Mighty Cleave plus Follow Me here. Oh, he protected. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's great. Aurora Veil, that's fine. I can Brick Break that next turn. That's awesome. Mighty Cleave putting in some work for us here. So he was Quiver Dance Protect Blizzard. That's very scary. With the snow up. Ogre Pawn's in. Now. Part of me wants to... I could go into Persian and sack that off. And Brick Break into the Obama Snow. It's not a bad play here. It's fine. Run leeches me, that's okay. Like, take Rocky Helmet. And there's no Aurora Veil. Okay, so that's kind of a nice reset there. I think here we could probably just go into our Regidrago and Terra and then Dragon Energy, right? It's pretty much nothing stopping us there. Probably do that. Zork hasn't hit the field yet, it's important to note. I don't know. I just life do? Yeah, the double down. I figured it was gonna kill. So now he has to go probably Altaria. Okay, so the Abomasnow is the Zoroark. I think what I want to do is... I kind of want to go into Armarouge Daxbun now. No? Yes? Maybe? I'll try it. I'm kind of tempted to try it. Snarl? Yeah, that's obviously the Zoroark. It's fine. So we will Lava Plume here, and I said we probably want to wish on this. Or we could roar the... we'll Snarl here, actually, because we want to get that Zoroark undisguised. Actually, no, it's we're going to be undisguised. They're both special too, which is kind of nice. In a way, because Snarl will affect both. Oh, we're slower. Okay, so he does have a little bit of speed on this. I'm so sad to see that thing die. Yeah, we'll probably want to... It's not Scarf, that's good to know. I want to go War Turtle here. Still Lava Plume, and we will fake out the Altaria. It's not Dragon Dance, you think? Yeah, Arm Boulder like game looks really good here. No burns. It's not killing our... It's interesting. I think I want to just... try to life do here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Burn on Altaria. No, that's right. That's okay. Kind of a tall ask. But I think here we can just go into our Iron Boulder and start firing off some Mighty Cleaves. Yeah, I think we're safe to Mighty Cleave into the Zoroark here. And just Life Dew, I think. It's fine. Zoroark dies. We get a pretty bit of health off on the War Turtle. And I think from here we just Mighty Cleave into the Abomasnow and Life Dew again? No? If there's anything wrong with that play? Oh, that lived. Wow. There's a fat Abomasnow. Okay. That's fine here. I think we have to go Regidrago here. And let's see. How can he not choke this? I should have calced that Arm Boulder hit cheese. Alright, I think I should have attacked. Yeah, I misplayed. Anyway, Mega Altaria. Let's just say it's that. Max HP. is my War Turtle doing to Obama Snow? Yeah, I think I might have thrown. Did I throw? I might have to Earth. I have to lock into Earth power. Here's the thing. Brick break. Obama Snow here this turn. We got the split up. That's kind of nice. Okay. I think we lost this. Yeah, we did lose this. Shoot, GG's. I choked that so hard at the end. I think I just attacked Altaria with Iron Boulder there, and I guaranteed won that. That's a shame, but well played to Timmy. I think that's how it had to happen, to be honest. I think Timmy was destined to get the 3rd place here. Yeah, GG's. And yeah, we set our sights to the future of the 8 seeds and Timmy. Well played on his behalf. He definitely played well there. We're gonna see if we can't squeak into the PWC next season. They've gotten a lot of applicants, so we'll see if we get accepted to that one. And then the URDDL is gonna be kicked off in March, so be on the lookout for that. So yeah, be sure to stick around, and thank you all so much for watching my URDDL content this season. It's been very fun. So it was definitely a blast this season. I had a lot of fun with this draft. It's arguably my best doubles draft I probably ever drafted. So yeah, very proud of how I did. So thank you all so much for watching and for your support of my videos, and I'll see y'all for the next one. All right, bye-bye.